Hey guys, it's TheKhaleesim here, and welcome to Will It Sims, my new collaboration series with my friend Nicole, aka Sims Social. Yep, you heard it right. I said series because it's gonna be a lot of videos. Well, not today. Today is just this video, which is gonna be both create a pet and the furnishing of a house together in one video because the create a pet was just 5 minutes and we said, okay, let's just make it a whole video and call it a day. So in this collaboration, what we plan to do is we want to recreate famous characters and families with their house. So for example, in this video, you can see in the corner down to the left that the Mad Hatter and Alice are already done because Nicole did them, and I added the Cheshire Cat to the family, but I think you can tell it. I mean, he is kind of easy to recognize, so we decided to actually recreate the characters and the house from the Tim Burton's movies. In particular, the house, the Mad Hatter's house, is from the second film, which is Alice Through the Looking Glass. Well, Nicole didn't actually watch the movies, but I sent her pictures and I told her that she should, because I'm pretty sure that she will love it. So, as you can see here, like the fur part of the Cheshire Cat is pretty easy. Like, you don't need much. I ended up making the fur a little bit darker because this gray was just too light. But I just cut that part off because it was just me repainting the cat all over again. So you'll just see that it has a darker fur in the final picture. So the hardest part was actually the mouth, like with all the teeth and everything, and not because of the teeth themselves, like that wouldn't have been that hard if it, I don't know, if it were on another part of his body. The thing is that with the mouth there, you can see that I couldn't use the actual like triangular shapes. I had to draw everything by hand because like the fur there doesn't really, it's kind of curved, so the like whatever you used to draw the triangular shape would just end up crooked and weird, so I had to do it all freehand. Well, I mean, I found out that the cat actually stays perfectly still when you're painting. So that meant that I had to do everything in one stroke. Like, I was supposed to make all the teeth at once. You can see it here. You can see that I was trying to do the whole like line of teeth in one go, and it was kind of hard. So I had to try over and over again quite a few times. But you will see in the end that I'm really, really happy with the final result. I think he looks really nice. The only thing I wish could have been like different are the eyes, because the Cheshire Cat doesn't really have blue eyes. The like in the movie, they're more like a teal color, so it's more or less the same color that you can see in his fur, like the stripes on his body, but there wasn't any teal eye option, so I had to make the light blue work. So yeah, it's pretty much done. You will see a couple screenshots when the Cheshire Cat is completely done, and then we will start working on the house instead. So I think I added a screenshot of a kitten Cheshire Cat, like a Cheshire kitten, because I thought it was so freaking cute. You will see it in a second. So I hope you liked it because I really, really had a lot of fun making these character. I think he's super fun and different. Yeah, here is the kitty. Here's the kitten. It's just adorable. So let's start with the Mad Hatter's house. So in the beginning, I was supposed to make like to build the exterior, and Nicole was going to furnish it. But I got a bit stressed because I couldn't like figure out how to make it look good. So I just said, okay, I'm out. Either you do it or we just stop making this part of the collaboration and move on to the next one. So as you can see here, I was struggling with the lighting. I don't know what was wrong, but I wanted to use those counters, but there was that black like shadow on like near the wall, and I just hated it. So I ended up changing the counters to ones with black top. I don't think they look as good as the others with the feeling I was going to for the whole house. I wanted something like colorful and weird and quirky and a little bit tacky as well. But I mean, I had to settle with these because I just wanted it to look good, you know, with the lighting and everything. I just realized that I was probably planning on having cabinets in different color, but I just forgot or something. I don't think I even checked the other colors. Like probably the white ones would have looked nice, or maybe have mismatching like cabinets, but whatever. I completely forgot. I was kind of in a rush with these house because I just wanted to be done with it because it was so crazy. Like, it took me so long to actually figure out the floor plan because, as you can see, it's an octagonal house, and the spaces are just weird, and there are not many windows. I wanted to add a few more, but then I told myself, who cares? It's supposed to be a weird house. So, a house that doesn't really make much sense, you know? So yeah, I just went with it. I think I put like dog food instead of cat food, but I mean that could make sense. The Mad Hatter is weird, and he might as well be giving the Cheshire Cat dog food because, you know, it's the same. He doesn't even realize that there's a difference between cat, cat and dog food. You know. What else? So, as you can see there in the corner, I started working on the like cookies and the like tea party kind of vibe, but you will see that in the next room, which is definitely my favorite room in the whole house. It was super inspired by, you know, the tea parties that the Mad Hatter and all of his friends um, have like all the time. So my favorite part is obviously the different chairs. So I just started picking random chairs, either normal or super colorful ones, and I think it looks really different, and I think this works really well with the character and with the house in general. So I don't know, I really like it, and I ended up doing something that I never do, which is use the show hidden objects cheat and get like all the stuff from the Buy the Bug catalog, but you will see that in a minute because I added some like you know pastries and some cups, some mugs. I don't know. I wish I could have placed some cakes, but it didn't let me do it. Like it just they would just disappear. You know, if you got a cake from the Buy the Bug catalog, um, either I couldn't do it or you just can't do it in general. But the fact is, they would just become an empty plate when I place them on the table. So I didn't want to bake some. I just couldn't be bothered to just waste time baking actual cakes. But I think the final result of the table looks nice as well with the cupcakes and like what else did I put there? Like a teapot and maybe something from the what pack is it from? Is it the one with the forest? I just never use it, so I just can't remember the name. Is it outdoor retreat? Outdoor retreat. Yeah, I think that's the name. I just never send my Sims camping. Yeah, that's the item I meant with the chocolate thing and the kind of squirrel looking uh, mug, something like that. I don't know. Um, but anyway, so as you can see here, I just tried to recreate the table as it would look with, all the people um, ready for a nice tea party together. I don't know if we have any way to like organize an actual tea party in game. Maybe. I think if you prepare some tea, do we have the tea machine? I think we do. Uh, I'm pretty sure we have the coffee machine. I just don't know if we have the tea one. But anyway, so if you do that and you invite people over and you bake some nice cakes and cupcakes, I think that would work. So if you guys use the Sims that Nicole created, so Alice and the Mad Hatter, and if you decide to make, I don't know, some other interesting characters to add to the story, maybe the two queens or the dog. Don't ask me for the names. I just don't remember them. I mean, I've never seen the movie in English, so I barely even know that the Cheshire Cat, it's indeed the Cheshire Cat, and that the Mad Hatter is the Mad Hatter. But don't ask me for the names of the other characters, because they are crazy. They're crazy in Italian. They're crazy in English. I'm sure they are crazy in each and every language. Because the story is weird. But anyway, I'm moving here to the bathroom. I used some. I think all of them are from. Yeah, I think also the bathtub is from the cats and dogs pack. I tried and use things that I would never ever use in my regular builds, that like that color on the walls or the floor tiles. That's just not my style. Definitely not my style. But everything in this house is not my style. So I tried to step out of my comfort zone and I tried to, come up with something different, something quirky, something fun, something different, something like weird that would, you know, remind people of the Mad Hatter, or at least the idea that I have of him. Like he looks like such an interesting, different character. He's always like thinking outside the box because he has, those beautiful ideas for hats. And you will see me actually using a statue in a few minutes, probably even before that. I think it's in this room. Yeah. So I wanted something to just remind us of the Mad Hatter. Okay, I think it's here. Yeah, you can see it here. Because there are two versions of this sculpture. One is with like the regular top hat, and one is with the funny like ones with flowers, with bright colors. And I thought it would just be different. And now I kind of wished I had more of those sculptures all around the house, but I just didn't realize the actual like meaning of that statue until I went back and took screenshots of the place. So this is a weird, I think this is the weirdest living room I've ever uh, built in The Sims 4 because it just has a weird shape. I had tried and make it like two separate rooms, but then it was even weirder because you couldn't do much with it. So I said, okay, let's just go with bigger rooms with interesting shapes, and I think it looks different. It was a challenge because furnishing this place while still trying to make it work was really weird because I just didn't know how to make those rooms work, how to make them actually have enough space to fit everything that I needed. And but I'm happy with the result. I mean, I think it looks kind of nice in the end. It looks different, it looks fun, it looks interesting. So it's just not the it's not your, you know, regular everyday house. It's not somewhere you would have your regular sim family live. It's not the place that you would usually build, and you wouldn't probably furnish it like this, but that's what made it interesting. Like the fact that I had to be creative, that I had to push myself to use those things that I never use, like those candle holders, like with the hand. I think they are Halloween decoration from the Spooky Stuff pack, but I think those looked weird enough to be there. And we are finally on the last floor. This is the Mad Hatter's bedroom. I obviously picked a colorful bed from the new expansion pack. I think it looks awesome. I even put a small, like, a little pet bed for the Cheshire Cat. I don't think he will ever sleep there. He will probably just sleep on the furniture, like on the actual bed, because, you want to be comfortable. You want to enjoy the life and not. He doesn't like sleeping on the floor. He doesn't look like a cat that would like to sleep there. So, I mean, I wouldn't. If I were a cat, I would definitely be sleeping on the bed. Like all three of my cats do, obviously. If you buy them a pet bed, they will just ignore it. They will probably just play with the box it came in, but they will for sure not sleep in it. But I think that you already know that if you have a cat in real life, or even if you have a cat in game, like they are very, very realistic. They do most of the things that real animals do, and I find that amazingly funny. Like it's just one of the best things that came with this game. Like how realistic the pets are. It's just amazing. And I love that you cannot control them. I love it because I'm never able to make my cats do what I want them to do. So I think that's awesome. Here is the last room. It's like a crafts room, and you won't see me doing that, but off screen I decided to add a small bed for Alice there because she might want to stop by and sleep there because she's actually part of the family in this game, so I thought it would make sense. So yeah, I think that's it for the video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to leave a nice comment, like the video, and subscribe to my channel. And of course, check out Nicole's channel. You will find the link in the description box down below. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I wish you all a great day, and I will speak to you next time. Bye!